Hey Insiders, it's Nicole aka NR the Insider here, and I'm back with another video to tell you 7 skills you should learn while you're in college. Ooh, 7 skills, what? Professional communication. Now I know that us millennials sometimes we prefer to email or text as opposed to talking on the phone or talking in person. But our baby boomer counterparts do not always enjoy that. So therefore, you need to learn how to communicate professionally while you're in college before you get into the workforce. Your mouthpiece is so important. And actually, once you work on your professional communication and you get better at it, you're gonna make more connections in the workplace, and that can help you, get a little raise, get a new job, anything. So make sure you work on your professional communication. Interview answers and a beautiful resume. Now, the whole reason why we're in college is to get a job or get into grad school, something like that. So if you don't interview very well or your resume is looking trash, then you're not gonna make it too far. So what I recommend you do, and what I did was I went to my campus's career center and I practiced interviewing. So they'd ask me a question and I'd answer it and they'd give me critique, and we did this for I probably went in there maybe 5 times throughout my college career. But those 5 times really helped me because I took lots of notes about what I could do in the future, and there's even some things that I use today. Another thing you can do is to Google common interview questions and answer them as if you were really in the interview, right? Also, I have another video about how you can build your resume while in college, and I will include that in the description box below, because that is going to give you some great tips to make sure that your resume is not trash, that it is fabulous, like mine. Learn how to budget whatever money you have while you're in college. Now, depending on what your career path is or what you decide to do after graduation, you might not be making the most money. So if you learn how to budget your money while you're in college, then that's going to help you a lot when you get that entry-level position. Because as we know, sometimes recent college grads don't get the best jobs or make the most money. So if you can learn how to budget your money while you're in college, that'll help you out a little bit. So if you have a Pell Grant or an extra scholarship money set aside, or maybe your parents send you some money every week or every month, just make sure you save some money, put some aside in your savings, have some money for entertainment, your car, whatever you need to spend it on. But learn how to budget your money while you're in college. Time management. This is probably one of my favorite topics. I think I do pretty well at this. While I was in college, I played volleyball for 4 years. I was a president of an organization. I was active in other orgs. I volunteered. I did internships. Yeah, I did all kinds of stuff. And you know why I was able to do that? Because I managed my time. So, lucky for my insiders, I'm going to be making another video about time management while in college. But just a quick tip, something that you can do is have a planner. Sometimes it's kind of hard to keep up with it, or even a calendar, but just write down what you need to get done every day. That's the first step, I think, to time management while you're in college. But like I said before, I'm going to make another video on that. Just make sure that's something that's in the back of your mind, So I'm not sure if this falls into the skills category or not, but I do think that it's important to become politically aware while you're in college. This might be easier for me to say because I've always worked in politics, since I got into college. But I do think that it's important for everyone. Why wouldn't you want to know what's going on in the world or the country or your local community? And you might find yourself looking crazy at work because you don't know what's going on when everybody's talking about the latest scandal that happened in politics. So start reading the news, whichever news source you prefer. Make sure you're not, reading any fake news, whatever. But anyway, just make sure that you're learning about what's going on politically because it actually does affect you. The most dreaded skill of all, Microsoft Office Suite. So we already all know how to use Microsoft Word and Microsoft PowerPoint, or at least I hope that you do. But you should know how to use Excel. How many times have you seen people talking about they lied on their resume, that they're advanced or proficient in Excel, and they get to work and they can't even make a spreadsheet? Well, luckily for me, I took a class called Management Information Systems, and we had to learn about Excel and all the formulas and stuff you can use. I don't remember everything, but I remember enough to get by at work. So yeah, make sure you learn about Microsoft Office Suite and you're actually focusing on Excel, instead of being lazy and Googling how to do this and how to do that. Because sometimes at work, your boss might be standing right behind you and he's like, hey, can you make a spreadsheet for this really quick? And then you're over here trying to Google how to do this, but you should already know how to do it because you just put it on your resume. Or you said that you could do it in your interview. So, master Microsoft Office Suite. We all envision ourselves being CEO or, partner at a law firm or chief of staff, whatever. So, how are you gonna do that? You're gonna get you some leadership skills. Woohoo! Yeah, our favorite, right? Well, it's not always so easy to be a leader. And I do believe that sometimes leadership can be learned. I know a lot of people say, well, you have to be born as a leader and it's just something that comes with, who you are, but I disagree. I think that you can learn leadership. And I think that you can do that in college by joining student organizations and becoming a leader in those organizations. So that's one way you can become a leader or learn leadership skills. I mean, there are other ways depending on what your skill set already is. And learning what your skill set is can help you become a better leader too. And then you can learn about what kind of leader you are or what kind of leader you prefer, and then you can mold yourself that way. I mean, there are plenty of different ways to become a leader, but just make sure that you're practicing that while you're in college. Because once you get into the workforce, having that leadership skill set is gonna help you move up the ladder a little bit faster than somebody who doesn't have any leadership skills. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Bye, insiders.